Yeah. Once again, good morning everyone. So, in continuation of last class, yesterday, before yesterday, I think Wednesday, then we discussed so many things on AR diagram in offline mode. Again, as per the syllabus, the first topic is concept design with AR model. Here, concept design with AR model. Here, first of all, I will tell you how we are going to perform. First, we have to design the AR model. Then we have to convert it to the relational model. First, we have to design the AR model. Then we convert that into the relational model. So after the relational model, we are going to apply the normalization. After that, we are going to apply the DBL. After that, it is apply the DML. After that, we are going to apply querying. After that, we are going to apply the aggregate functions. After that, we are going to apply triggers, procedural cursors. Means, so whatever the AR diagram we are designing, till next we are applying this. Next, it means we are following all the step-by-step procedure. Are you clear? That's why. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's why any experiment, if you are going to miss, the next experiment we cannot continue. Understand? So that's why the ER model is very, very important for us. If really we are going to implement ER model in a good way, then remaining next levels are very easy. We can implement. That's why please try to understand and try to follow. Clear? Only on ER model we are doing. Clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Sure. As per the offline class, last offline class discussion, I mentioned very clearly. I will explain one ER model and I will assign 10 ER models, 10 case studies. I will explain one case study. Then I am going to assign you 10 case studies. You people are going to design different ER models, different case studies. Sure. At least I will assign, I will give it to you 16 to 20 case studies. Out of the 16 to 20 case studies, you can choose any 5 case studies. Each one, everyone, don't copy from others. The 5 case studies, you need to do it ER diagram. After that, apply a relational model on that. Like that, we have to implement the database. At least every student must design 5 databases. Okay, I will explain one database how to design. You people are going to design 10, minimum 5 databases for each student I am expecting. In that case, that databases also I will give it to you. Which the case studies I will tell you. Clear? Clear. That's why now you must write your things on your notebook when I am discussing in the lab. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Please try to understand. Yeah. And once you are going to finish your observation, you please try to update those things into your record. Yeah. Next week, you must take photocopies, how you did in the last semester, same way you send to my mail, experiment wise, please. Right. Now, before entering the first experiment, that is ER model design, first of all, we must know what is the ER model and what are the things are there. Already I explained very clearly in offline mode class that what is ER model, what is the importance of ER model, and what are the things we need to know when we are going to design the ER model already. Correct? Correct.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So even though some students are absent that day, I don't know why, but I think that is given a lot of weightage for you for understanding. The class is very helpful, I think, because physically I showed some examples also. Correct? Sir, no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, even though I will go with the same thing again. because some of the students are absent. Okay, no problem. I will finish as early as possible. The ER diagram. Then what is ER diagram? Very simple. The ER diagram is a graphical representation. Whenever we are going to implement a database, we have to design a model with the help of ER model because it is a graphical representation. Why this graphical representation is required? Means when we are going to implement any application, it is not for our purpose. That application is for end user purpose or client purpose. Your client doesn't understand our programming things. The client can understand only the graphical things. So that once we have to design a graphical mode of representation, the model, that model we are going to show to the client, and the client is going to ask something, then we have to add up all the things in this graphical model. So once the graphical model, ER model is done, then we will start to construction of database. And that is why here so many data models are available for representing of data in a graphically, but out of that ER model is more convenient. How it is convenient, why it is convenient, we will discuss in the theory class program. Now here we have to design the ER model. That's why we need to learn ER model. Now clear why, what is the use of ER model? Now understand everyone? Understand everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now coming to the ER model. ER model is ER means entity relation model. The full form is ER means entity relation model. Here it is a combination of entities and relations we have to use here. Here before understanding this ER diagram, we need to learn some symbols. Whatever the symbols we are going to use ER model designing, those symbols we need to understand. Here the rectangle is used for entity representation, entity or entity set. Already we discussed in the theory class, again I am telling people who are absent. Here, rectangle is for which representation? Tell me. Rectangle is for? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Not as which representation? Rectangle is for?
Entity, sir.
Entities.
Entity,
Yeah.
sir.
Entity. Entity means what? I told you in the class. What is the meaning of entity? What is the meaning of entity? Hello?
Object.
Real-time existing.
Real-time existence.
That is enough? I told you.
Property.
Based on
Huh?
attribute.
Real time? Your entity is a real-time existing object. Real-time existing object. Here, which is having at least one property or attribute, because that is called as entity. Because of the attribute only, we are going to identify entity. Can anyone tell any example for entity? Entity or entity set are same. Entity, so this is a collection of entities is called as entity set. Don't confuse. How to differentiate, I will tell you. Already I told you, again we will discuss further. Now tell me any real-time example of entity. Hello? Real world existing object. Anything is an entity, that's right. Huh? Any one of you tell what is the example for entity?
Book.
Huh?
Car.
Hello? Yeah, car. Car is an entity. It is a real-time existing thing and it is having some attribute. Maybe the color, or maybe the design, or maybe the model, maybe the company name, maybe the version. All these things are attributes. So student is an entity, fan is an entity. Whatever the things it is existed in the real world, so that is called an entity, which is having some properties. That is what exactly the entity. Whenever you are going to design any database, here we need to identify in that data, on that database, we need to identify in that data, we need to identify entities. What are the entities are available. First, this is the job you need to do. For example, if you want to design the database for college, now what are the entities we can identify? Tell me anyone. What are the entities are available? When you want to design a database for college or college, you want to campus, then tell me what are the entities we can identify in that.
Student,
Students.
faculty,
Students, faculties,
Hmm. Only two entities you have in your college.
Classrooms,
Students, classrooms,
Library.
library,
library, canteen,
canteen,
canteen, yeah, good. Still,
sports block,
sports block,
stationary,
stationery, very good. Yeah, whatever the things, whatever the real world existing things are available, we can consider each one as an entity. Here already I told you, when you are going to design the database, whatever the entities we are identifying, all the entities must having some relationship. Correct? Because you people are visited stationery, so that it is having some relationship with students. Correct? Yes or
yes
no?
sir, yes sir, yes sir,
Yeah. Now coming to the ellipse is used for attributes representation. Ellipse are used for attributes. When I want to define attribute for entity, we need to use this ellipse symbol. Means ellipse is not an attribute. Attribute is nothing but a what
property,
attributes are not?
properties,
Yeah. Yeah, student. For example, if you are identified any entity in the college, maybe the student is having attributes or not? Attributes are not properties. Tell me what are the attributes for student? What are the attributes for student?
I hardly get name,
Yeah, hall ticket number. You can write like this. Hall ticket
name,
number. Next,
section,
name. Like this we have to represent that. This is a student entity. Now section. Next, tell me.
date of birth,
Year, date of birth.
phone
Yeah,
number,
like
mail
that,
ID,
whatever the information, yeah, yeah, everything is attribute. Like that, we can add whatever the attributes you know. All the attributes you must be add to the student. Are you clear? Are you clear?
yes sir,
sir.
Sir.
Attribute is nothing but someone is in front of TV. Please switch off your TV. Otherwise, you come out or you go in separate home. Your TV voice is coming, please. Someone. Right. Now, as I told you just now, a relationship. Sir, when we are going to identify any entity in the database design, every entity is having some relationship to another entity. Just now, someone has told stationery. Stationery is having some relationship with student or not. Hello? Stationery is having some relationship with student or not.
yes sir, yes sir,
What is that student? What is the relation? Students by books. Means the relationship shared we are going to represent with the diamond symbol. This is a relationship set representation. For example, if student wanted to buy some books, you need to visit stationery so that So that student and stationery having some relationship, so that we can include stationery as an entity of your database. If, for example, restaurant is there, here, if I identified restaurant as an entity, that restaurant is having any relationship of CMR Technical Campus students with me? Restaurant is an entity 100%. It is an entity. But is there any relationship with students?
No, sir.
No. So that's why that entity we don't need to include in our database. Understand? Already I told you that database is a collection of data which are related. Okay? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now students are going to buy books or something in the stationery. So we have so many attributes. You need to write here. Student article number, the student name, student section, student branch, date of birth. Okay, I'm not writing here, you write. You write. Parallelly, you work on your observation, please. Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Stationery name, stationery ID, stationery, anything, location of stationery. Clear? Whatever the attributes it is having, all these attributes you can add here. Understand? I'm not writing here attribute names, you write. The students buy stationery, students buy books at stationery. So this is a relationship. Relationship we are showing through the diamond representation. Now you are writing your observation. How to connect one entity to another entity with help of relationship. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes. Good. Please try to update your record because all these things will help you to design the data model. Right. Now coming to the link. Here link is nothing but a one link. We are going to connect using this link from entity to attributes, entity to relationship, relationship to entities. Just now how I connected. This is a link, right? Link. Here we are connecting each other with help of these links. Clear now?
Yes,
Clear?
sir.
Yeah. Now, this different types we will discuss one by one. Already we discussed, even though we are discussing, already I told you what is entity set. Okay, entity set is a collection of entities. Then what is entity? Then what is entity means collection of entities. Already I told you. For example, student is an entity or entity set. Tell me. Student is
Entity
entity.
set.
Why it is entity set?
It has many properties, attributes.
Means only one property is set, then it is a entity. Who told you? I told you in the class very clearly over there. Entity set is a collection of entities, not collection of properties. Can anyone tell what is the difference between entity or entity set? Now, student is entity or entity set? Student is entity set, 100%. But how? Why? Anyone? I told you as we discussed in earlier class, offline class, I mentioned very clearly with so many examples. Tell me anyone. Hello.
There will be many students with their each student having their unique attribute like hall ticket number.
Here, student means I can take any student Every student is going to visit to stationery. So that every student I can consider as this entity. But when I mention here hall ticket number equal to 10, if this hall ticket number is 10, then what happened? Only one student is going to know this particular entity. Yes or no? Because I clearly mentioned the student hall ticket number is 10. So that only one, that particular 10 hall ticket number student is going to buy a book in the stationery. So that only one student come in this place. Clear? If I write hall ticket number is 10, yes or no? Only that student is going to have all these attributes and buy the book in the stationery. Understand?
Yes, sir.
But when I don't write article number is 10, already all attributes are there, but I will not name all these things. Now when I will write like this, now we can obtain any student, right? All the students, right? From this student, we can obtain all the students as an entity, right? Student entity.
Yes, sir.
Just so that it is an entity set. Entity set is a collection of entities. Maybe article number 1, 2, 3, you can up to 68, whatever the article numbers people are having, all are going to obtain as a student. Because here I am not classifying. When I am going to assign article number equal to 10, then the 10th student is going to obtain, only 10th article number student is going to obtain this entity. So that is the entity. Are you clear?
Yes.
Now understood everyone what is the entity and entity set?
Yes, sir.
Clear? Yeah. As we discussed earlier, attributes. Attribute is nothing but a property. It is the characteristics of the particular entity. So based on the attribute only, we are identifying the entity. That entity is existed or not also, we are identifying only based on the attribute. Correct? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Because someone has given entity means car. But how he has identified as a car? That based on the color, based on the model, based on the some features, he identified this is a car. Means if you are identifying means based on some characteristics, it means attribute. And that's why here every entity is having at least one attribute, at least one property. Then only we can recognize if that entity is existed in the real world. So that without attribute we cannot recognize, even that is an entity or entity set also we cannot recognize. And when you want to recognize as an entity only because of the attribute, just now I told you. The student, we can obtain any one of the student, but when you write article number is 20, then we can have only one student, that is not entity. Now clear the importance of the attributes now? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Yeah. Now coming to the types of attributes. Already we discussed in the class, again I am repeating the same thing because some of the students are absent and it is very important. So that again I am repeating. Simple attribute. Sometimes it is called as atomic attribute. Then if we want to understand the simple attribute, first of all, we must understand composite attribute. That is also called as compound attribute. The composite attribute is nothing but we are going to depending on the composite of the multiple attributes. Combination of multiple attributes. One attribute is depending on combination of multiple attributes. So such a type of attribute is called as composite attribute or compound attribute. The representation is like this. The compound attribute representation is like this. Means it is this attribute is depending on here many number of attributes. Means depending means combination. You have to combine all this, then we can get it. Here how it is. For example, here student is there. Here, for example, I want to write the student name here. The name of the student is composite attribute. Why? Because the student is having first name, middle name, and last name. So that this name attribute, if you want to extract, again it is a combination of first name, middle name, last name. That's why this name, student name attribute is a composite attribute. Understand? Understand everyone? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Yeah. Can anyone tell any other composite attribute? Anyone of you tell composite attribute? Any other example?
Address.
That I showed already. Address means street, city, pin code. That's why it is combination.
Language.
Not like this. Huh?
Language, sir.
Sorry?
Language, sir.
Language.
Yes, sir.
How? How?
Different types of languages.
Here I am asking composite attribute here. Means combination. Any attribute, if you want to extract, that is a combination of other attributes. That is what. If I ask address, maybe the street address is one attribute, city is attribute. All this you have to combine and you get the address. The name means the name will come combination of first name, middle name, last name of attributes. So like that. Language is not right composite attribute. Can anyone tell? Quickly. Sir, all of you note down whatever I am telling, whatever the examples I am telling, for your observation. So all these things are going to help to design the ER model. Today only we will do the introduction. Tell me, any other example? If you won't tell, I cannot continue. Don't waste the time. Hello. Is it audible? Is my voice is audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me. Tell me an example. An example of composite attribute.
City, sir.
Sorry?
City.
How is a composite attribute? City?
Yeah, city. It contains district and mandal and village.
No. Sir, idea you are missing. Sir, a student is an entity. Student name is an attribute. Here that student name, there is a chance for first name, middle name, last name. Instead of writing that, just we are asking student name. But again, we have first name, middle name, last name. So based on combination of these other attributes, we are getting a one attribute. That is what exactly the composite attribute. Just now I showed you. Here, student name, the first name, middle name, last name. Combination of all these three, we can get name. So that is what exactly the composite combination of other attributes. That is a composite attribute. That is what I am asking. Tell me, think.
Student date of birth.
Salary. Yeah. Salary is right. How student data birth?
Sir,
Salary.
different
Tell
month.
me how salary is right.
Taxes after DA allowance, taxes cutting.
One is given. Who is this guy? I know your name. Just you are switch on and off something you are telling you are leaving. Tell me, continue. Continue.
Yes, sir, it's after all the
Prashant,
taxes cutting and allowances, then as allowances, we'll get the salary.
Your salary is going to categorize DA, TA, okay, and HRA, all these the combination. A salary employee is an entity, employee attribute is salary. That salary is again combination of different other attributes. Those are DA, TA, HRA, and etc. is there. So that's why it is a salary is a composite attribute. Some more example, one more example I need. Because this, whenever I am going to do case studies, this identification is going to play a vital role. You don't think, I don't want to think a book is there, same thing I am going to copy. No, not like this. This is you have to analyze the real time things. That is why I am asking. One more example.
Sir, department?
Composite attribute.
Department, sir? Student department.
Sorry?
Student department.
How? How it is composite?
CNC department, mechanical department, student.
Oh yeah,
There are hall
sector,
ticket.
you are missing the content. How? How you can remember?
It contains year and a section like 19 series and A section like that.
Right, almost right. So here, when we are going to do hall ticket number, the hall ticket number is a combination of different attributes. One is joining year, and another one is your college code, another one is department, another one is serial number. Yes, it is right. It is a composite. Then why I am asking all these things? Because then whatever the database I am going to ask you to design, you are going to identify entity. Along with that entity, you need to identify the attributes your own way as per your thinking. After identification of the attributes, you need to define that attribute is which type. So that is, don't miss this. That's why try to analyze, write on your notebooks, observations, whatever now we are discussing. It will be help a lot for designing of AR model. To design AR model in a perfect way, relational model and your database designing is very easy. Please try to understand, try to follow. Right. Now you know the composite attribute. Now everyone understood composite attribute, right?
Sir.
Clear? Everyone is understood this composite attribute.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now we can understand simple attribute. Simple attribute is nothing but it is a not simple. It is a simple. It is not a combination of attributes. It is a simple, direct. There is no combination of any attribute. So for example, yeah. Hello. Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just internet
Yes, sir.
problem for college. Just I'm sharing. Now simple attributes is understood everyone.
Yes, sir.
Hello? Yeah. Now, simple attribute is simple representation, like this one. We are going to print over. But coming to the composite attribute, it is a combination of like this. Okay, any number, any number. Okay, any number, the combination is there, not a problem. It is a combination attribute. Clear? Clear.
Yes, sir.
Told you the replay is very important. You don't simply use it, you don't watch like a movie, please. Try to write your observation and respond quickly. Right. Now, coming to the next, single valued attribute and multi-valued attribute. So, what is multi-valued attribute? What is single valued attribute? Here, first of all, we must understand multi-valued attribute so that we can understand single valued attribute. So, multi-valued attribute is nothing but that attribute is going to hold multiple values. Sure. Multi-valued means that any attribute is going to hold multiple values. For example, here student hobby. If you take student hobby, the student is having multiple hobbies, correct? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Started.
Yes.
Student is having multiple hobbies, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Maybe the watch, maybe the listening to music, maybe the writing, reading, all these things. Means only one attribute, it is going to accept multiple values. Such type of attribute is called as what? Is a multi-valued attribute. Multi-valued attribute representation is double oval. Clear? Multi-valued attribute representation is what? Double oval. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Yeah. Can anyone tell what is any other multi-valued attribute? Other example?
Phone number.
Yeah, phone number. Nowadays, phone number is a multi-valued. Earlier, it is a single value. Because these representations are very important. Please understand. Yeah, mobile number. Number is a multi-valued attribute. Because nowadays, every one is having more than one number. Any other? Still.
Hobbies.
Hobby. Already I told you hobby. Again, you are telling hobby. Tell me.
Languages known, sir.
Yeah, languages known. Very good. So nowadays, everyone is having at least minimum 3 languages. Minimum, I'm telling. Yeah, like that, languages known. Good answer. Anyone? Other? Any other?
Bank
Any
account
other?
numbers.
Bank account. Very good. Bank account. Sure. Nowadays, some more than one account, one bank accounts. People are having. Still, think fast. Tell me. Hello. You can assume any entity. You can assume any entity and you can add the multiple attribute. Don't think about student. Any entity you can. Tell me.
Address.
Huh? Hello. Hello. Time is wasted.
Address.
Yeah, address of the student, exactly. Sometimes if people are having two houses, two addresses, you people are having. That's why sometimes the address also a multi-valued attribute. If you are having more than one address, right? Good, right answer. Clear. Now clear everyone, multi-valued attribute is clear? Multi-valued attribute is clear. The representation is what? Double over. Now coming to the single valued attribute. What is a single valued attribute? Your attributes holds only one value. The attribute which is hold only single value. That is a single valued attribute. For example, student age. Age of the student is a multi-valued or single value? Hello?
Single value.
Single value. Means it holds always age is single value. Means your age always single value. So that's why it is a single valued attribute. Can anyone tell you other single valued attribute? Even uh, sorry,
Gender.
Aadhaar number.
I'm not getting your information. Hello?
Aadhaar number, PAN cards.
Aadhaar number also. Sometimes, don't confuse. Simple valid attribute also same thing you are told, and single value also are telling same. Here, sometimes same attribute, sometimes it will work as a simple valid attribute, sometimes it is a single valid attribute. So that's why we can represent in the same way. So depending on the situation, you call it a simple value attribute or single value attribute. Correct? Is it right?
Yes.
Now understood everyone? Single valid and multi-valid attributes. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Yeah. Next one is the derived attribute. Okay, what is derived attribute? Here, the derived attribute is deriving the value from other attribute. Derived attribute is deriving the value from other attribute. For example, here student is having date of birth as an attribute. Now, age is an attribute which is going to calculate that age based on the student date of birth. So this is a derived attribute. Derived attribute representation is dotted over. Some guy is in front of TV. Please come out from that. Otherwise, you can leave from the meeting. Unnecessarily, you are disturbing others. Right. Now, age. Here, when I want to calculate age, I don't need to ask the user enter age because already date of birth is there. Directly machine is going to calculate based on the date of birth of student age. So that age is a derived attribute, deriving the data from the other attribute. This attribute is called as derived attribute. Now this derived attribute is deriving the data from particular attribute that is called a stored attribute. Here, derived attribute always derive the data from stored attribute. This is a stored attribute. This is a derived attribute. The derived attribute representation is started over. Clear, everyone?
Yes.
Understood? Now, can anyone tell me any example of derived attribute?
Average salary, like you can calculate.
Sorry,
Average salary.
I'm not getting your answer clearly.
Average salary.
No, I'm not getting the voice clearly. Tell me some examples, all of you.
Experience of an
Hello?
employee.
ఏదో చెప్తున్నారు అన్మ్యూట్ చేస్తున్నాను మైక్ ఆన్ చేస్తున్నారు ఏదో చెప్తున్నారు అన్మ్యూట్ నాకు వినబడట్లేదమ్మా ప్లీజ్ అన్మ్యూట్ యువర్ మైక్ టెల్ ఆన్సర్ అప్ టు వాట్ ఎవర్ ఐఎమ్ ఆస్కింగ్ యూ వెయిట్ సమ్ టైమ్ ఓన్లీ 1 second you are average salary. How average salary is a derived attribute?
Can be derived from calculation previous salary.
No, wrong answer. How average salary is derived? No.
Experience of an employee.
Experience of an employee. Yes. If employee is an attribute, experience is calculated from where?
By knowing the joining year.
joining date. The joining date is a stored attribute for that particular employee, and experience is a derived attribute of that particular employee. Right answer. Good. Still, anything. These things already we discussed in theory. Huh?
Gender and title.
Yeah, gender and title. Yeah, these three things already we discussed in theory, I think. Again, you are telling same answer. Think in different way.
Number of backlogs.
Number of
Backlogs.
backlogs. Based on what?
How many he passed?
How many?
He passed.
No. But how can we judge? How can we extract number of backlogs from where? What is the stored attribute for them? Number of backlogs is the derived attributes means from where? From stored. What is the stored attribute? No.
Cleared
Yeah.
subject.
No, it is not possible. Tell me, any other? Any entity you can take it.
Cricket match.
Huh?
In cricket match, we can derive projected score from the present run rate.
Run rate. Right, run rate is a derived or stored?
Stored.
Stored.
That is what you are missing. Run rate is a stored or derived?
It's a stored.
Run rate we are extracting from score, or from score we are extracting the run rate? Run rate we are extracting from the score. Score is a, for match, score is a stored attribute. Run rate is a derived attribute. Sir, no? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Understood everyone? Now, identification of derived and stored attributes in the entity. Understood?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, coming to the null valued attribute. Already I told you the null valued attribute is nothing but if that attribute holds the null value. So, no value for that attribute. Well, that is not needed to define such attributes, but it is there. That's why I have told you. Okay, next one is the complex attribute. Already I told you the complex attribute in theory. It is a composite and multivariate attribute. It's a combination of the attribute which is composite as well as multivariate attribute. Such attribute is called as complex attribute. So how it is? Here, for example, student, if you take address is a composite attribute or complex attribute because again address, again it is having address 1 and again it is having address 2. Again the phone number, if you take a multivariate for that address, if you take phone numbers here, it is also a multivariate. Now this address is a combination of this address is a composite attribute along with multivariate attribute. The composite means multiple attributes it is depending, and again it is having multivariate attributes. That's why this address is a, if the student is having multiple address and multiple phone numbers that particular houses, then this address is a complex attribute. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Understood everyone?
Yes, sir.
Most of the cases we never use this complex attributes because it is very less. Now coming to the key attribute. So key attribute is, but we are going to define the entity uniquely with the help of this key attribute. Just now already we discussed about key attribute. So how to define the student uniquely? Based on what?
Hall ticket
Hall
number.
ticket.
So based on what we can define? Yeah. With hall ticket number, we can define the student as uniquely. So that hall ticket number is a key attribute of this entity. The representation of the hall ticket number is what? What to represent? Underline of the particular hall ticket number. Clear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now can anyone tell any other key attributes for any entity? Let me some examples. Quickly, time is running.
Employee ID.
Hmm? Hello? Yeah, tell me. Hello? Hello? Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm asking, can you tell me key attribute? Any other examples?
Name.
Huh? Name. Name is not a key attribute. How? Sometimes university is having multiple names. Anusha, tell me.
If we take the course as entity, then the course code will be the key attribute.
Yes, right. Nice, Anusha. Now you are observing. Now you are in track. Your course, if you take a course subject, otherwise, so the course code is a key attribute. Based on the course code only, we are going to identify the course, right? Still anything? Like that
Password.
you tell. Sorry? Just now I told you, you wait until I am understood that answer. Just we are opening, unmuting mic, telling something, I am muting. I'm not getting your answer. Wait until comments. Tell me now. Key attributes
Password, sir.
are every password. For what the password? What is the entity?
For any for mobile.
Sumit, don't confuse. You people are unnecessarily thinking unnecessary things. Here first you identify entity. How to identify that entity is a key attribute. You are telling something password. Means unique is there, that's why it is a password is a key. No, key means don't think like that. Here entity means first you identify entity, how to identify that entity based on the key attribute. What is the key attribute? Like that you tell. If you are telling phone password, how? No. Based on the password, you can identify phone. Sumit, can you tell?
No. No, sir.
Based on the password, you can identify the phone. Then based on that code, every mobile is having some code, right? Inside. I
Yes.
don't know the name. That one code is there every mobile. What is that code?
IMEI number.
That is a key attribute of mobile. I can tell. Understood? like that. First, identify entity and identify that entity, and uniquely how we are going to identify that entity means key attribute. So that is what example. In that way, you think. Don't think blindly. First, identify entity. Later, you can define that key attribute. Tell me anyone. Someone is posted college and college code. Yes, college is a entity. College code is a key attribute to identify the colleges. Right. Still anything?
Sir, biometric?
If we take in a vehicle, the vehicle identification number.
For what?
Sir, biometrics.
I told you. For what biometric? For what? What is entity there?
Sir, like student or any person. Sir,
what is the entity? Just now Anusha told clearly.
So if you take any
Just
student
don't tell
or
me in normal way. Anusha,
Yes, sir.
don't take any student anything. Don't tell like that. Anusha clearly mentioned subject is an entity, key attribute is subject code. Fix. Like that you tell, fix the entity first. You take anything, it won't work. Anything, don't define the database. The database means you must be defined a real world existing thing which is related. Already I told you. Don't think generalized way, but think the reality, apply the technique and do the things, because we are all a technical people. Okay, Bhargav Shankar?
yes, sir.
What biometric?
If you take a student as an entity,
you can tell faculty and
sir, if you take student as an entity,
right. What is
and
attribute?
where his biometrics is an attribute, sir, in order to identify him.
Yes, if we wanted to collect the data as per the attendance data as per the biometric, then student is an entity, then his biometric is a key attribute of student, right? 100% accepted. Then in this way you analyze the things. Don't tell generalized way. Please, I am telling as a technical guy, as a engineer, you try to understand the reality. That way only you solve the case studies. Right, good. Now coming to non-key attributes. Means non-key attribute means the attribute which is not a key attribute. So remaining, except key attributes, remaining all are non-key attributes. Okay? Clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Except key attributes, remaining all attributes are non-key attributes. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, whatever I am discussing, this is there in your theory as well as lab. I am finishing both the things. Don't mind, it is only theory, it is lab. If you want to know the first experiment, you must know all these things. Right. Next, attribute is required attribute. So what is the required attribute? Means here, when you are going to define that attribute, you must be enter the data for that attribute. It is a mandatory field. Applications, if you are designing, but application always based on our database only. Then if you fix our database in proper way, the application is going to done by the programmer, the developer. So that's why the required attribute, many times you observed in so many applications, mandatory star mark or red color. If you are not filling that, it will never process your data. So that's why you must enter that information must and should. So such type of attributes are called as required attributes. Clear? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
For example, if you go student, okay, hall ticket number and name is a required attributes. Compulsory, we need to fill the data. Whenever you enter college, any application, if you are going to fill or any information you want to share or your attendance also, your hall ticket is a required attribute. Yes or no? In this case, attendance purpose I am telling you. Your hall ticket is, even your paper, when you are going to write your answers, then your hall ticket number you need to enter. if that is a required attribute or not. Even other attributes, if you are not enter, also not a problem. When you are entering into the laboratory exam, your hall ticket you must enter. Yes or no? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yeah, that is what. In that same exam, if you want to write name of the exam, date of the exam also, it is the paper is evaluated because your hall ticket number is there. So if you are going to miss the data also, here the paper will be evaluated. Yes, that's why here that hall ticket number is the required attribute. Here remaining things are optional attributes or null value attribute. Even you can empty, you can submit without writing those attribute values also. It is acceptable because the required attribute is there already. Based on that, we can track the student. So that the remaining attributes, if you are not entering also, it is optional. If you enter or not enter, it will be valid. Such type of attributes are called as optional attributes or null value attributes. Clear? All of it clear?
Yes, sir.
Clear about this, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Now, already I discussed about the keys. Now, it is not required for the laboratory. Super key, cabinet key, primary key, foreign key, and unique key. Already we discussed about this. Even though we will discuss in the next lab. Here now, I will stop here. Remaining things we will discuss in the next lab because we need 2 to 3 labs for understanding of the year diagrams. Okay, now I am stopping here. Now I will assign some jobs to you. For the next lab, before coming to the next lab, your observation. Everyone, please note it down. Hello, are you ready?
Yes,
Should I tell now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now I am going to give some of the databases. Now note it down. In that you write how to write. I will share again. For example, I will tell you how to write in your notebook. I will tell you. For example, I will ask, just check the screen. For example, if I ask design a university database, if I tell, then you, first of all, you write entities. You need to identify entities. For example, first entity is student. You write first entity is student in brackets. What are the attributes were identified student? Like this, you need to write hall ticket number, name, age, department. Like that, you need to write what are the attributes were identified for this entity, for this university database. Next entity, faculty and attributes. Here I am telling the sample. Like that, you need to design all the database. Third one, maybe the class. Fourth one, maybe the lab. Fifth one, maybe the canteen. Like that, you need to write entity and its attributes. Entity and its attributes. Here for every database, we need to identify minimum, I am telling minimum 6 entities. Are you noting down? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Any database, if I ask, minimum you identify 6 entities. For every entity, minimum you need to identify 6 attributes. Minimum 6 attributes. So you can write more attributes, not a problem. You can write more entities also, not a problem. For every entity, we need to write minimum 6 attributes. You have to identify 6 attributes. Along with identification, you write article number is a which type of attribute. Name is which type of attribute. Age is which type of attribute. Department is which type of attribute. Like that, every attribute you specify here. This attribute is which type. Already I very clearly I mentioned types of the attributes. Clear everyone? Task is clear everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I will
Yes,
tell
sir.
you 16. I will tell you 16 databases. Every database you must identify minimum 6 entities. For every entity, minimum 6 attributes. For every attribute, you specify that is which type of attribute. Okay, this is the task for you. Okay, 16 databases. You need try to write in your observation for every database. You take 2 pages. Means one left side you write, right side you leave it, and you take next page. Understand what I am telling? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because any updates are there, I will tell you. Then you can write in the next slide. Then it is very easy. If you are going to write continuously, any update I will tell you. Again, somewhere you write, you will miss. At least you leave it 2 to 3 pages for every database. That is good for you in your observation. Understand? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. One page, you write 1 page, whatever you know, database, and you write entities and its attributes and types of attributes, and leave it 1 or 2 pages. Then 2 pages, you leave it 2 pages. Next, after 2 pages, you start new database, one more database. Like that, you plan your notebook. Because I will add the things, then it is very easy for you. Here you follow my instructions, then finally you can understand more. Clear? Clear everyone? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Now start writing of databases. I am going to tell one by one. Then you identify the entities and its attributes and type of the attributes. Clear? Right. The first one is airline reservation database. Quickly. Done?
Yes, sir.
Second one is bank database. Even someone write and you post it in your WhatsApp group also, please, whatever. Just take it a photocopy and you post it. Everyone you write, and again, one person has to post it. Someone. Who is going to take responsibility for this? Tell me. Hello? Whatever the database I am telling, you write in your notebook. Everyone you must write. Some people will miss, any student is going to miss today's class. That's why you take that photocopy and post it in your group. One guy has to do this. Who is going to take? Anusha, you can do it. Can you do this?
Okay, sir, I will.
Yeah, please. After my class, do it. Okay, bank database. Second database is bank database. Done? Here you try to write with pencil. Designing of these entities attributes, use pencil and eraser. Okay, any changes are there, then you change it. That's why I told you. Okay, don't use pen. Writing of the database name, use pen, but design entities identification, attributes identification, and type of attributes you write with pencil. That will be a better. Okay, is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Right. Company database, any organization database. Company means any company. You can take it as any company, not a problem. Done?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now Facebook database. Done?
Yes, sir.
Next, hospital database. Done?
Yes.
Next, movie database. Movie means how movie will be made. Means director, hero, and producer, and artist. How the relationship is there, what are the attributes are there, how it will happen, all these things. You have to identify entities. Please think, that is what my intention. You use your brain, try to add, don't copy from one person to other person. use your mental ability and do the things. Next one, done. Movie database is done.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Next, Ola database, Ola cab database. So I am giving some real-time things also, please. That is what you are observing every day. That's what. Ola cab database done. Ola or so many are there, right? Uber, Ola, whatever you can take it. The cab database. Done.
Yes, sir.
Right. Next one is the online shopping database. Online shopping database is nothing but Flipkart or Amazon, whatever the things are there. You can take it anyone as example. Online shopping. You can take it anyone. Flipkart or Ola, Flipkart or Amazon or etc. etc. Done. Online shopping database done.
Yes, sir.
So pharmacy database. You know the pharmacy, Medplace or Apollo. You can take it anyone. Anyone as a sample. You can do the pharmacy database. Done.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next, railway reservation database. You know already. Railway reservation database. You identify what are the entities and its attributes and its relationships, everything you need to identify. The relationships are very important. And based on that only you identify entities. Done?
Yes, sir.
Next, restaurant database. Nothing but hotel or restaurant. You can take it anything. Restaurant database. Or hotel database, whatever it is. Otherwise, you write / hotel management, hotel database.
Yes, sir.
Right. Next one is a store database. Store is nothing but nowadays we are visiting some stores, right? What I can tell. Some shopping malls. That is what? Shopping malls in the sense, we are visiting DMart, etc., etc. Like that. You can assume anyone. The store database. Clear? Done?
Sir.
Next one is the university database. University database. You know very well it is aware of everyone. Done?
Yes, sir.
Next, student database. You don't confuse university database and student database. Your student database is only related to student only, whatever the entities are available for student. University is nothing but student is one entity in the university database. Remember this. University is having so many things, faculty and etc. Student database is nothing but only related to student and his attendance and his marks and his grade, like this. Okay, don't confuse. That's why I am giving this database also. Done. Student database is done. University database is done.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Next one is the Twitter database. Twitter. You know how tweets are working and what are the entities, what are the attributes, everything you need to identify. Done?
Yes, sir.
Next, the last one is the Zomato, means food service delivery database. You can take anyone. I'm telling Zomato, but you can use anyone. Zomato database or food service database. Done?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, total how many? 16 databases I have given. I have given 16 databases. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So all these 60 databases we need to identify entities and its attributes and the relationships from one entity to another entity. What is the relationship? That also you need to mention. And use 3 pages for one database. Like that, you leave 3 pages for each database. Like that, you write all the 16 databases in your observation. Okay, I will, after writing, you send it to my mail, and any doubts or any clarification as there, we will discuss in the next lab. Here, based on that, we will design the ER model after identification of entities, attributes, relationships, and types of relationships. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please work on